From a very excited and fired up Noble County Fairgrounds in Caldwell, it's the Monroe Central Seminoles against the Caldwell Redskins. This is Jeff Stevens with you again this evening, joined as usual by Dale Eddy and Joe Palmer, and Roger Stevens providing some stats and spotting for us tonight. And after a very shaky start, a very lovely night for football. Joe? You know, I do remember one night many years ago where there was a game canceled or postponed a night because of rain. Many years ago when Woodsfield played at Meadowbrook, I think about 1975, as a matter of fact. Maybe some of our fans remember that. We should have a great evening here. The Caldwell Redskins at 2-1 after an opening 12-10 loss at Shadyside have come back with a pair of very impressive victories against Buckeye Trail and Belpre. The Seminoles, of course, 3-0 after a pair of heart-stopping victories the last 2 weeks. And this being the first PVC game for both teams, a very crucial game for both teams as they pursue the PVC, the OVAC, and also a state playoff berth. We had the flip of the coin a few moments ago out in the field, and Caldwell won the toss. They have elected to receive. So that will put the Seminole defense out there first. Joe Kress will kick off. Well, it looks like it will be maybe Luke Shoemaker this week to kick off. So that's a good sign that Luke is back near 100% and ready to go as he will tee it up and ready to get us started. The deep backs for Caldwell include number 48, Brad Hessen, and a couple of very speedy running backs for the Redskins, a very balanced passing and running attack, probably a little more speed than we have faced in the previous 3 weeks, and another great challenge for the Seminole defense. Shoemaker has it on the tee, and we're awaiting the whistle from the official, and we'll be ready to go. You may notice very early on here, we have a couple of poles in front of us here that may kind of hinder our pictures just a little bit. Otherwise, a great location to bring you this football game. Yes, much warmer, and it's a clear, cool night, but just a perfect night for football. Shoemaker's kick high and short, and number 13, Pitts, will take it. He'll get up to near the 30-yard line, where he'll be buried under by several Seminoles. And that's where the Caldwell Redskins will put the ball in play, 1st and 10, at their own 31-yard line. Let's credit Weddle with the tackle along with some other people. So the Redskins come out and a single back with 3 receivers or trips to the left. The quarterback's number 29, Nathan Riddle. He'll give to a single back, Pitts, and he'll get a couple of yards right up the middle. Sam Scott on the tackle for the Seminoles. 2nd down and about 7. Ball just shy of the 34-yard line. The backs are in the eye this time. Riddle drops to throw. He's quick out here for number 19. That's a Judd Lori. He'll have 6 yards just shy of the 1st down. Robinson on the tackle. Let's call it 3rd and a yard. On the first completion tonight, Riddle to Lori. Judd Lori, just a sophomore, but a very fine all-around athlete for Caldwell and a very talented receiver. Riddle gives his first back. Shoemaker on the hit. That's number 48, Brad Hessen on the carry. Shoemaker makes the hit for no gain. And the Seminole defense, impressive on their first series. 3 downs and out for the Caldwell Redskins. It sure is nice to have everybody healthy in there and ready to go. Robinson and Kramer will be deep. Snaps a little high. Some pressure. Riddle, the punter. It's a short punt. Rolls nowhere and takes a little bit of a Seminole bounce. A little bit of pressure put on there on the punter, Riddle. And a pretty good bounce for the Seminoles. They'll place it on the 33-yard line, so not bad field position for the first Monroe Central possession of the game. About 27, 28 yards on the punt. Again, we think everybody's pretty much healthy here. Kress at quarterback, Shoemaker, Robinson, and Weddle in the backfield. With the wing formation, and Shoemaker will get the carry. And running room for Shoemaker off the right side, across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's brought down by Lori, but a big gain for Shoemaker on his first carry into Caldwell territory at the 47. 20 yards for Shoemaker on his first carry. Another nice start. So, a lot of excitement here. I think, very big game, as I mentioned earlier. And I'll tell you, this is what football is all about at the high school level. Shoemaker will try the left side. He'll be hit and stacked up, but he'll still get around 4 yards. Number 58, Denny Bettinger on the tackle. 4 yards for Shoemaker, 2nd and 6. I think the personnel on the line looks to be the same as in the past. Yoho and Hannes, the tackles. Friday and Boer, the guards, and Knowlton, the center. I-backs, Robinson. Not much. Hit the line of scrimmage and brought down. 89, Moore. And 68, Knapp. And on the tackle. A yard for Dustin at best. 3rd down and a long 5. Possible passing situation here. See an eye backfield. Keith Lazier split wide right. Kramer in the slot. Kress drops. He wants to throw. Across the middle. Again complete. Intercepted. Running room on the right side by Hessen. Still on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds by Hannes in Seminole territory at the 40-yard line. Kress had a receiver in Lazier, the ball off of Keith Lazier's hands and intercepted by number 48, Brad Hessen. And a fine return. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46-yard line in Monroe Central territory. First break of the game goes in favor of the Caldwell Redskins. Hessen comes in motion. A short gain over the right side by Pitts. Boer on the tackle. Pickup of a couple of yards. 2nd and 8. That turnover will break a streak of 3 games in a row where the Seminoles have scored on their first offensive possession of the game. And we knew it couldn't last forever. 3 receivers again to the left side. Riddle will pitch to Pitts. Not much. He'll slip down. He tried to cut back, and the ground still maybe a little soft in a few spots. No gain. Make it 3rd and 8. For the amount of rain that we had today, this field really looks in nice shape, and walking on it before the game, pretty good shape, a couple wet spots and that, but otherwise super conditions. 3 receivers again to the left. Riddle wants to throw. He'll flick it out here to his tight end, Moore, number 89. He's hit immediately by Trigg, number 24, after a pickup of a couple of yards. The Redskins well short of the first down. But on the 43-yard line, we'll see what happens. It looks like they will punt as Riddle will go back in punt formation. Robinson and Kramer will drop deep for the Seminoles. And for the first time this evening, I think one of our grandstand poles are going to be in the way here. So please bear with us. And so again, some pressure by Sam Scott. The ball is going to bounce about the 15, roll inside the 10, and be downed. First contact at the 9-yard line. Number 32, Tom Miller, will down the punt. A nice effort that time by Riddle. And short, but Seminole backs letting the ball hit and rolling dead inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. But both punting situations so far, some good pressure from Sam Scott. And looks like maybe the Seminoles will go after that punter from time to time tonight. And maybe Sam can get a hand on one before the evening's over. So in the hole, Joe Kress will line him up at his own 9-yard line. Shoemaker, he'll get across the 15, 6-yard pickup. Pitts and Bettinger on the tackle. Second down and 4. Nice 6-yard pickup on first down. Try to get a couple of first downs here and get out of the hole. Let your offense do something. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first period of play. Still no score. Seminoles under second offensive possession. Again, the pole, I think, will be in our way a little bit here, so please bear with us. Kress with the wishbone backfield. He'll give to Robinson. He's across the 20-yard line, and that'll be good for the first down. You couldn't have planned that any better. There's only a couple small areas where the pole is really in our way, but that tackle was made, and the ball is now spotted directly behind that pole. Let's knock off about 15 yards on this play to kind of free things up a little bit. I formation, receivers split to the left. That's Cole Harrelson. Shoemaker, big gain. There's 15 and more. Shoemaker to the 43-yard line before he's pulled down. 22-yard pickup by Shoemaker before he's brought down. Lorine makes the tackle, and now we can see what we're doing. The Redskins have had some tough going the last couple of years with 5-5 records. Second-year coach Corey Perkins appears to have things turned around, and it's a very fine Caldwell team. I-backs, pitch, Robinson, left side. He'll be hit down around the 47-yard line. Bettinger again on the tackle. 3-yard pickup by Dustin Robinson. Before I forget tonight, I wanted to make mention, a lot of Monroe County influence down here at Caldwell nowadays. Athletic Director Mike Palaziak, a Woodsfield graduate. Assistant Coach Chad Briggs, a former assistant at Woodsfield, and now on the staff down here. Also, Principal Gary Hunter was principal at River High School for a while. So a lot of Monroe County influences in the Caldwell school system. Shoemaker hit right at the line. Looks like number 76, Croc, and Moore on the tackle. That'll bring up another third and long situation for the Seminoles. A couple nice pickups by Luke Lesfar, but stacked up right at the line. Chris Demmerling into the game, replacing Sam Hannis with the play. Also seeing Eric Kramer and Cole Harrelson alternating at the positions with the plays. 3rd and 7. Wishbone backfield. They'll give to Robinson. He'll be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Get possibly a yard. Justin Moore had a piece of that tackle. 4th and 6. Seminoles with our first punt of this evening. We're 2.5 minutes remaining in the first period of this scoreless game. Both defenses have kind of dominated play so far. It's kind of watching there. Seminoles with only 10 people in the field. Dustin Robinson hustles back out for the 11th man. Kramer's kick is high and not too bad. They're going to let it hit. It's going to bounce and be downed by the punter, Kramer. Very close to hitting a Caldwell player, which would have been disastrous from the Caldwell standpoint, but it did not. Ball down by Kramer at the 23-yard line. 30-yard punt by Kramer. That's pretty quick for Kramer to make the kick and then get downfield and down the kick. I hope he's supposed to be doing that, and he's not supposed to be the deep safety on that. I'm sure that's the case. But Caldwell, their third possession now at their own 23-yard line. Less than 2 minutes in the quarter. Riddle to throw. Complete to Lurai on a short out. He's dropped by Robinson. No, check out, that's Kramer. Pickup of 3 yards. Just a quick out, covered very well by the secondary by the Seminoles. Have you noticed, Joe, that Caldwell's quarterback, number 29, you don't see the 20s number used by a quarterback very often. You didn't even notice that, right? You ask why, and I can't give you an answer why. Pitts is the ball carrier. He'll have 3-4 yards at the 30-yard line. I guess is why it's just kind of been a tradition that quarterbacks would be under 20 or single digits. I believe Riddle played a different position as a sophomore, and thus he just kept his number 29. And I think he may have had a brother that may have worn 29 a few years back. Wingback Hessen in motion. They'll fake to him on the bootleg. Throw downfield, complete to Lurai. He's brought down by Kramer. It'll be good for the first down at the 43-yard line. First down, Caldwell. First down. Second first down of the evening by Caldwell. That's the option. Riddle hitting the backfield. He'll break away. Break another tackle. Yet another tackle. And he'll end up picking up about 4 yards. Several Seminoles had a hand on him, including Shoemaker and Lazier. Sam Scott finally wrestles him down near the sideline. Pick up 4 yards on the play. It looked like was going to be about a 3 or 4 yard loss. And that's going to be our final play of the first period. And that will end period number 1. Caldwell nothing, Monroe Central nothing.
Thinking of building, buying, or remodeling? We can help with the cash you need at Woodsfield Savings and Loan, 105 West Court Street. We offer prompt expert service and make every attempt to avoid red tape. We make it easy to obtain a mortgage loan or to receive a construction loan for the house of your dreams. Come to Woodsfield Savings and Loan for help with your future as we prepare for our future facility and services. A new location, drive-through convenience and checking, but that same personal attention you've always counted on from Woodsfield Savings and Loan. The F.W. Shoemaker Insurance Agency was established in 1903. They have 3 agents and 3 customer service representatives to give you the kind of service you deserve. Being an independent insurance agency means they represent different companies, allowing them to compare for you. For all of your insurance needs, auto, home, life, bonds, business, or farms, contact F.W. Shoemaker Insurance Agency at 472-0876.
Back for period number 2 from Caldwell. Monroe Central and Caldwell in a defensive struggle through one period, no score. I said a moment ago 2 Caldwell first downs. I believe that may have been their first down. Second down and 7. Riddle under center. After turning a disaster into a gain, he'll fake a pitch. He'll throw across the middle, incomplete, and a flag will be thrown. And probably a pass interference penalty upcoming against the Seminoles. That is in fact the first penalty of the night. When you get 2 good football teams together, such as we have here tonight, you like to see the game decided by the players and not the officials out there throwing their flags. So the first quarter, very clean, well played first quarter. A little bit of contact there, and the back judge throwing the flag for pass interference. They'll bring it back and mark off 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. They'll put the ball in Seminole territory to 38. So Caldwell, for the second time this evening, in pretty good field position as we have just started the period number 2. Riddle to throw again. Quick out, complete to Lori. He'll be brought down immediately by Kramer. But only a pickup of 2 or 3 yards. The PA man said Miller was the receiver. No, I think it was Lori. I'll go with my first call of Lori. A pickup of only 2 yards on the play. Riddle's going to pitch to number 48, Hessen, and he's going to be hit and brought down after a 1 or 2 yard pickup. Weddle and Kramer and Shoemaker. The running back, number 48, Brad Hessen, a very, very fast individual and a very standout track performer during the spring for Caldwell. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he qualified for the state meet as a sprinter. So if he gets out in the open, and we saw that on the interception earlier, he can run. So 3rd down and 7 for Caldwell. They'll bring a man in motion and give him on the reverse. Number 22 is the ball carrier, Davis. And he's going to have the first down at the 25, 26 yard line. That was number 22, Brent Davis on the reverse. Kramer on the tackle. First down, Caldwell. Getting a lot more tackles by Eric Kramer in the secondary than what you like to see. That's not a good sign when your defensive backs making a lot of tackles. Ledwig is in the game, number 10. And they'll pitch to Hessen. Not much, and we have a flag. The tackle for a yard loss. We'll wait a signal. Holding on Caldwell. Burr and Yoho on the tackle. Did a fine job stringing that play out. But it's going to be a major mark-off against Caldwell for a holding. The choices being here, 2nd down and 10 from the 26, or take the penalty and make it 1st down and around 20. And that will be the case as they'll mark it off back to the 36 yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 20. Couple changes on defense. We'll see number 64, John Shoemaker in, as the Seminoles are going to go with a 40 look or a 4-man front. And the fake by Riddle. He's going to throw down the middle and complete. And touchdown, Caldwell. The tight end, number 89, Justin Moore, just running down the middle. And Kress came up and tried to knock the ball down, unable to make the play. And once he caught it, an easy touchdown for Justin Moore. And Caldwell is on the board and will take the lead with 9:58 remaining in the first half. I know Coach mentioned last night on the show, just that, you never know when that 1 point may make a big difference. And even though we're way early in the game, stopping this extra point could be the difference in the game. And Caldwell will kick. The snap is good. The kick is down and looks pretty good from here, and is number 63, Isaac Annell on the kick. Very good kicker. I believe he has 3 field goals already this year. So Caldwell on the board first and leading 7-0. And I think that it's been a while since we've had that. It used to be a regular occurrence by the football moms. They have not done that recently, and going back to that, I think that's a great idea, and looking forward to that on Sunday, October 1st. And if you missed all that, we'll read it again later. 7-0 Caldwell. Robinson along with Weddle and Kramer deep. Annals kick, a line drive. Robinson will take on the 15. Trying to get over here, and we have a flag down. And only about a 5-yard return to the 20. And the flag there undoubtedly will be a blocking infraction against Monroe Central. I think if you have a chance to look at that again, you're going to see that's one of those, all penalties are bad, but that's a real bad penalty because the return was coming left, and that happened back in the middle of the field, and really no excuse to commit a penalty there. And that's going to put the Seminoles in a deep, deep hole. And back at the 10-yard line, which will be 10 yards from the end of the run. So for the second time tonight, Monroe Central put the ball in play in the shadows of their own end zone. And once again, we're very close to having that pole be in our way on the other side of the grandstand. Shoemaker. He's going to break a tackle, be across the 20, the 25, still on his feet near the 30-yard line. After a couple fine blocks to get him through the first wave of tacklers, a great individual effort by Shoemaker, and first down, and we're no longer in the shadows of our own goal line. And that's very similar to the play last week that Luke re-injured his thigh. That's extra second and third effort, but everything looks good here. 19 yards on the pickup. And fake to Shoemaker. Kress wants to throw. He's going to throw one up for grabs and complete, out of bounds. That's Robinson over there that made the catch, but the official right on the sideline said he came down out of bounds. But a good effort right there by Robinson to come back for a ball that looked like it was going to be up in the air a long time. And number 13, Pitts, for the Redskins, I think thought he was going to get the interception. So there goes an incompletion, but that's a lot better than what appeared that may be an interception. And, we're on the opposite side of the field, so we have to give the official credit for making the call right there. He was looking right at the play. Second down, 10. Robinson on the carry this time is going to break through, still on his feet at the 40-yard line. And that second effort will be very near the first down, and is a first down. I know during the first 2 weeks of the season, Dustin and Luke were able to combine for a little over 200 yards a game. Last week with Luke injured, they only combined for, I think, somewhere around 60 yards. And that sure makes a difference when you have both of them healthy and able to run back there. We'll go back to Shoemaker this time off the right side. He'll be tripped up there by number 13, Pitts. He'll get 3 yards. Redskins on the defensive end here have given up a lot of yardage on a couple possessions, but they've been able to make the big play when necessary. So now second down and 7. And Robinson hitting the backfield. He's going to try to bounce outside. Nowhere to go. Antle and Moore on the tackle. A loss of 3 yards for Robinson. That'll bring up third and 10. The cameraman just proved me out a liar there by showing the scoreboard at 3rd and 9. Fake to Shoemaker. Kress on the option. And a pickup of about 6 yards, but still well short of the first down as Kress kept the ball. Be brought down at the 47-yard line. See, I never had that problem when Brian Easterling was running the camera, making me look bad. So 4th down and a stoppage of play. Okay. Well, it's worked out well thus far. So Kramer is deep to punt. And good snap. That's a line drive punt taken by number 48, Hessen. And he's got a couple of blocks. And we've got a flag down behind the play. And undoubtedly that will offset the fine return by Hessen. A line drive punt, very dangerous, easy to return. And he picked up a couple of blocks, but perhaps one of those blocks that he picked up was an illegal block. Tell you, I have seen a couple times tonight that these officials displaying a fine arm. They've thrown that flag a long distance, and that flag came from way across the play, probably 20, 25 yards in the air. But we commented earlier about a mistake-free and penalty-free first period. I believe that's the third penalty thus far in the first 5.5 minutes of the second period, so I hope that's not a sign of things to come. But fortunately for the Seminoles, that penalty for clipping against Caldwell will back the ball up to the 22-yard line. Riddle wants to throw. He's going to throw out here and overthrown. The intended receiver was Lori. Ludwig was on the coverage. The fans here in front of us, I believe they probably wanted his interference, a little bit of contact there, but I think the contact was after the ball had already passed the receiver. At least that was in the opinion of the official on this near side. And it's his opinion that counts, not the couple hundred people sitting right here in front of us. So 2nd down and 10. Pretty good coverage there by Ludwig, who is now in the defensive backfield. Riddle wants to throw again. He's taking some pressure. It's complete across the middle to number 89, Moore. Shoemaker on the tackle at the 35-yard line. 1st down for Caldwell. And I see Keith Lazier has returned to the game. And that's twice that the tight end Moore has come off the line awfully easy and made a reception across the middle. And one of the first rules of defensive end play is to hold that receiver up and hit him and not let him off the line so easy. And not a good job thus far by the Seminoles on that. They'll go back to the running game. And a nice pickup by number 48, Hessen. He'll have 8 yards. Thus far, they've been very balanced in their attack and have used the pass quite a bit to help set things up. The last 2 weeks, they passed a lot early to get their points and then run the ball late because they had a big lead. But they're very capable, probably more so as a passing team than a running team, even though they ran the ball very well a couple times tonight. And we get another run for the 1st down. Hessen on a straight dive across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Probably Caldwell the best balanced team that we've faced in the first 4 weeks as far as abilities to both run and pass the ball. And they've been a very good offensive team the last 2 weeks, scoring 40 points in the first 3 quarters against both Buckeye Trail and Belpre. They'll go back to the run again. That's Pitts. He'll have 3 yards to the 49-yard line. Looked like Chad Yoho making the tackle. Probably closer to 2 yards on the pickup, 2nd down and 8 at the 48-yard line. Need the Seminoles to really dig in here and make a stand and not give up another score prior to halftime. Hessen off the left side. He's into Seminole territory at about the 45-yard line. Kramer on another tackle from his defensive back position. They'll move him back to the 46-yard line. 3rd down and a long yard. See Jason Ledwig re-entering the game defensively. We've moved inside 4 minutes and remaining in the first half. They'll run again. And 1st down, I believe. Pitts, the ball carrier. Looked like Sam Hannis shot through a gap there and might have made a brief amount of contact in the backfield. But very close to the 1st down. And I think we're going to get our first measurement of the evening. Weddle was in on the tackle there right at the 1st down marker. From our vantage point, it really looks like he does have the 1st down. Clock is stopped with 3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the first half. 7-0 Caldwell. That is correct. Both teams playing very close games against Shadyside. Caldwell opened the season. First time they have ever played Shadyside. The game was at Shadyside. 12-10 was the final score. And Caldwell had the ball a couple of times in the 4th quarter with a chance to score. Lost it once on downs and once on a pass interception. So it was a very good ball game. And I say since then they've won a couple of times. So they're a very worthy opponent. So it is a 1st down for Caldwell. 3:47 left. They'll start the clock now as Caldwell comes to the line. We get motion once again, and they'll give to the motion back. Number 32, Miller, I believe. And that's a little different look there. They bring the guy back in motion real slowly and running right up the middle. Demmerling in on the tackle. The ball just inside the Seminole 40-yard line, 2nd down and 6. As I mentioned, I don't think you want to go behind by 2 touchdowns against this team, or you don't want to go down 2 touchdowns against any team, but especially this team. There's a very fired up team. Riddle, throw and incomplete. Some good pressure from Scott on the defense. And earlier in the game, I know seeing that quick pass out there, I keep thinking, boy, it'd be great if we could read that and step in front and make an interception, because there'd be nothing but green grass between the interceptor and the goal line. But they tried to set up a little screen that time, a little more pressure, I think, than Riddle hoped to have, and he just overthrew his intended receiver. Again, good pressure by Sam Scott. 3rd down and 6. And Riddle to throw again. He'll get some pressure, and a great hit by Trigg. The intended receiver was Pitts. Some good pressure in the backfield, but Robbie Trigg came up and made a nice hit right there on Pitts just as the ball got there. And I didn't see who put the pressure on, but again, he was hit right as he went to throw the ball. And on 4th and 6 at the 39-yard line, Riddle will drop back in punt formation. 2:56. Coach Corey Perkins, the Redskins, does not want to turn the ball over in the middle of the field. He's going to try to put the Seminoles back deep in their own territory. And a nice high kick. Robinson will let it hit, and it will roll into the end zone. No, they're going down at the 1-yard line. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a bad call, because if the momentum carries the ball into the end zone, the ball is into the end zone. And he carried the ball and his momentum back into the end zone. And that's a bad call by the official. You watch any Saturday or Sunday afternoon, the college or pro game, the rule's the same. If your momentum carries the ball into the end zone, and unless I'm mistaken, high school rules is no different. But the call stands nonetheless, and really no reaction from Coach Sarcosta, so it may have been the correct call. The Seminoles at their own 1-yard line. Shoemaker out across the 5 to the 6. That'd be a good question to ask Coach before the show next Thursday night about that, and try to get a comment on that. but the Caldwell Redskin player definitely carried the ball into the end zone. He did contact the ball before he went into the end zone, so they put the ball down at the 1, and Shoemaker will get 5 yards to the 6. And Robinson out across the 10. He's going to be just a little short of the first down, I believe. It'll be third down and around a yard. Well, now we're going to take a look at it. Get a bit of time ran off the clock while they tried to decide whether or not it was a first down. And I'm really not sure. The Seminoles in position here that they don't want to make a mistake and give Caldwell a chance to score again. You know, we're at 7-0, Caldwell leading, just 1:54 left, as Joe said before halftime. They'll stretch the chains, and first down, just with the nose of the football. Not nearly as close as the one measurement that we had last week in the Tulsa game, that all the officials and players go down on their knees to take a look at it and had to look at it a long time before they decided. Monroe Central still with 3 timeouts left, but with the ball on your own 11-yard line, you want to be pretty conservative here and not make a big mistake. So we'll see what happens. And they'll hand off to Shoemaker, and very little running room. He's still on his feet, but not much, as he'll be pulled down over on the right side by a whole host of Caldwell Redskins. 1:25 left. And I believe Coach Acosta is going to be very, very content here to let the clock run out. And at the same time, I think Coach Perkins from Caldwell is going to be very satisfied to let the clock run down and go in with a 7-0 Caldwell game here at halftime. 1:05 remaining. Second down, 7. Wishbone in the backfield. Kress is going to throw. They're going to go deep and complete by Leisure. And that'll change the thinking now with 54 seconds left as they move the chains. Keith Leisure. Excellent grab by Leisure to throw it up. Let Keith use his 6'2" height to go up over the smaller defensive back and make the play. First completion of the evening. First pass completion of the evening. Have not passed the ball a lot thus far. 50 seconds, clock running. Kress is back, he'll throw. He'll scramble. He'll get to the outside, and he'll get out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and that'll stop the clock. Give Joe 4 yards on the scramble, but more importantly, stopping the clock with 39 seconds left. Last scrimmage, the Seminole 45-yard line. Again, still 3 timeouts remaining. Second down, 5. I formation, Kramer will go out of the slot in motion. Kress kind of rolls out. He brings it down, steps away from a couple tacklers, and is brought down. Timeout, Monroe Central. No receiver to throw to. Kress tucks it under and picks up about a yard or 2, bringing up a 3rd and 3. And Monroe Central will spend their first timeout with 28 seconds remaining in the half. A little different formation than we've seen there. The slot, which is a very, very familiar formation, with Kramer going in motion, getting 2 receivers wide, and Leisure and Kramer. But Kress unable to find a target, tucked the ball under, and tried to run. He was within about a half a step of being able to bounce to the outside and pick up some more yardage and maybe get out of bounds, but it was not to be. So Kress brought down after a couple of yards on the pickup. 3rd and 3 with 28 seconds remaining in the half. I think from a playing, coaching, and a fan standpoint, you know, you hate to see too many one-point decisions such as we've had, but yet it's always better to come out on top by 1 and then to be on the short end of that 1 point. And just think about the long trip that our friends from Tulsa had last week after a tough 1-point loss. Now a lot of time left in this one. 7-0 Caldwell, 28 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd and 3. They'll give it to Shoemaker. He'll have the first down and be brought down in Caldwell territory. And very quickly, Monroe Central will spend their second timeout of the half. And it is a first down. So they'll move the change, but Monroe Central did spend a timeout. And the official checking with the sideline there to see if they still wanted the timeout. And they do, in fact, want to spend a timeout with 21 seconds left. So with one timeout remaining, and now at the 48-yard line, we'll see if we can get down there close enough to at least have a couple of throws to the end zone before this time expires. And you'd like to hold on to that timeout as long as you can, but with only 21 seconds left, I think any Seminole that's brought down on the field of play, you'll see the Noles use that final timeout. And if this is a situation with already trailing by 7 points, if you have any trickery up your sleeve, this might be the chance right here to use that. You have really nothing to lose here. Now if you do throw a long pass and suffer an interception, you're really not doing any damage. We hope that's not the case. Caldwell defensive coordinator Steve Brooks back to the sideline. Seminoles back on the field after meeting with Coach Acosta. They'll send 2 receivers wide to the right. The backs are in the eye. Kramer back in motion toward the play. Kress drops straight back to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to try to get upfield, and he'll be tripped in the backfield by number 76, Brandon Clark. And Clark running inside 10, 7. Letting the clock run. And Kress will spike the ball with 2 seconds on the clock. About all you can do in 2 seconds is just go back, throw it as far as you can, and hope that something funny happens. You get a tipped ball, or get a penalty, or something like that would move it a little bit closer. But you're probably going to see Kress just drop back and just throw it as far as he can. Leisure, okay, this is a little different here. Leisure, Robinson, and Kress over here. Jason Ludwig in, and he's going to throw it up. So Ludwig, the sophomore, back, and he's just going to throw it as far as he can, and it's deflected and incomplete. And that'll be halftime from the Noble County Fairgrounds, and the score at halftime, Caldwell 7 and Monroe Central nothing.
These days, it seems like everyone is looking for a bargain. You can spend a lot of time shopping for high quality and low prices, even for gasoline. Redhead in Woodsfield has 100% pure gasoline at low, low prices. While you're there, save on car care products, including oil, fluids, additives, and more. Soft drinks are discounted every day at the Redhead. Stock up on your favorite pop and snacks. Even Fido gets a break with Champion dog food at big, big savings. So stop at the Redhead today and save.
Let Swiss Lands Realty help you find what you need. A beautifully landscaped lawn surrounds this house in Woodsfield. The property is on 2 lots and has a huge 2-stall garage. Inside, this 3-bedroom ranch has 2.5 baths, a large living room, kitchen dining area, a storage room, and a utility room. New cool vent windows and new doors, another big plus. Beautifully maintained, this home is ready for you to unlock the door and move in. We take listings on all types of property at Swiss Lands Realty, 472-0614. Woodsfield Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce expanded inpatient and outpatient therapy services, including physical, occupational, respiratory, and speech-language therapy. Working with the patient's personal physicians, the center's nurses and licensed therapists carefully assess each individual to tailor design their therapy needs. To celebrate the grand opening, the community is invited to attend an open house, Tuesday, September 26th from 5:30 to 7:30. Guests will enjoy demonstrations and light refreshments and will have the opportunity to ask questions and tour treatment areas. Join us September 26th at the Woodsfield Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. For almost any size job, the area's most extensive fastener display is at Ager Hardware. Small engine belts in all sizes, too. And it's that time of the year for Oregon chains and bars and, of course, hunting licenses, shells, and accessories. Home improvements are easy with the large inventory of electrical and plumbing supplies and standard bathroom fixtures. A full line of kitchen and laundry appliances are always in stock. Custom paints for interior and exterior fall fix-ups. Special services, screen repair and glass cutting. Car wax and car care products, bikes of all kinds, and just arrived vent-free and kerosene heaters. Eggers, much more than a hardware store.
Because the Seminoles could use a little bit of fire. You look at the stats from the first half, and everything's pretty much even as far as the number of plays and the yardage. The big difference being the 36-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Nathan Riddle to tight end Justin Moore, and that's the difference of the game. It's 7-0. I think it's a really important game for Caldwell because they're on the road back after a couple of lean years, and they feel like they are a legitimate contender for the PVC and for the playoffs. And this is a crucial game because if you win tonight, you're tied for the lead. If you lose tonight, you're tied for last place because this is the first PVC game. So the Seminoles will receive the second half kickoff. Anno to kick, and a very good kick, deep. Weddle muffs the ball about at the 5, picks it up at the 3. He has some running room. He's going to be knocked out of bounds over there by the kicker, Anno. A super return by Weddle. They'll put him out of bounds at the 35, so the field position is not outstanding, but when the ball was hit, it looked like it was going to be terrible. As the ball was off of Weddle's hands, he picked it up on his own 3-yard line. He's going to get out to the 33, so a 30-yard return by Weddle. And if it had not been for the kicker, Anno, possibly a lot more yardage for Weddle. So the Seminoles get on possession, trailing 7-0 in the first play of the third period. Robinson. He's going to break through a couple of tackles and finally be brought down by number 63, Anno. And real quick in the first half, we had Shoemaker unofficially with 89 yards, 87 yards. Robinson with 24 yards rushing. Kress was 1 of 3 for 29 yards. That completion going to Leisure. 6-yard pickup for Robinson. The ball resting at the Seminole 40-yard line. We get a wing formation to the left, and Shoemaker. He's got running room across midfield. 40, 35, still on his feet at the 30-yard line before brought down by Lori. 30 yards for Shoemaker. That was nothing more than a simple power play and a great job by the left side of the line. That's Hannes over there with Leisure, along with, I'm looking to see there, along with Boer, I believe, on the left side of the line, along with Kramer, the wing back, and a great job. 30 yards for Shoemaker down to the 30-yard line. They'll come right back with it, and this time nothing. A whole host of Caldwell Redskins. 63 Anno, 68 is Knapp, and several other people making the play there. Give Shoemaker 1 yard to the 29. We'll come back with the same formation. This time they'll counter to Shoemaker off the other side. He's got running room. He's into the secondary, across the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's a first down. That's the same counter play that we saw used against Shadyside. That week it was to the left side, this week to the right. Another big pickup for Shoemaker, about 11 yards. And a first down for the Seminoles inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. So the Seminoles come out meaning business here in the opening going. We get a slot formation to the right, and Robinson on a little counter play. He's into the secondary. 5. He's at the 3, maybe the 1 yard line, let's call it. Dustin Robinson. And again, that pole kind of got in the way, but you know, some great jitterbug moves there by Dustin Robinson. They'll mark him down at the, boy, it's tough to see from here. Call it the 2 yard line. The 2 yard line for Robinson, 1st and goal, Seminoles. Shoemaker, nothing off the left side. He's brought down by a whole host of Redskins on their defensive right side. No gain for Shoemaker. They'll say Justin Moore and Nathan Riddle, among others, on the play, but what has been a big area over there, a big running hole for Shoemaker thus far, was not there that time. Redskins stacked in their goal line defense. Wishbone formation. Robinson. And touchdown, Dustin Robinson. We had to wait a moment there for the signal. On the other side, we really lost sight of the ball and lost sight of Dustin, but the official on that side up with the hands. So with 8 minutes and 56 seconds remaining, the Seminoles take the opening kickoff of the second half and go 67 yards for a touchdown. Extra point attempt by Kress out of Ledwig's hold. The kick is down and it is good. So that's a little more like it. So maybe whatever speech we had last week we used again this week, because for the second week in a row the Seminoles have taken the opening kickoff of the second half and marched downfield thanks to a couple big runs by Shoemaker and Robinson, but even more so thanks to a fine kickoff return by Will Weddle. And we're tied at 7 with 8:56 remaining in the third period. I think the fans feel a little bit better now, Joe. And you always like to come out that third quarter, make something happen, and get the momentum on your side. And the momentum is definitely on the Monroe Central side of the grandstand. You know, I went back down behind the grandstand at halftime, and there's quite a difference in the temperature out back than what there is up here. We have a roof over us. You know, if the weather's going to be a little cool or a little bad, Caldwell's a place to come for the game, I believe, with a roofed-in grandstand. So Shoemaker will kick off. And Hessen, Pitts, and Davis are deep for Caldwell. And now it will be up to the Seminole defense to maintain this momentum that has been gained by the touchdown. Robinson into the end zone for his 5th touchdown of the season. Shoemaker runs up, and his kick is a little bit short. Short back's going to take it to the 25-yard line. He's going to break a couple of tackles. Lorei on the return, and #21, Josh Jones on the tackle. A freshman, Jones. Josh, 5'7", 156-pound freshman. Speaking of the freshmen and the younger kids, they'll be in action Monday night at the home field in Woodsfield against Caldwell in a JV game beginning at 5 o'clock. So come on out and root on the Seminole JVs. Monday night at 5 o'clock with Caldwell providing the opposition. So Riddle from his own 38-yard line for their Caldwell first possession of the quarter. Backs in an eye. He'll give to his tailback. That's Hessen. He'll have 4 yards over his right side. Boer had part of the tackle. 2nd down and 6. I think very highly of him. Very, very fast young man. It's a dive off the left side. And up near the 48-yard line, Pitts is the ball carrier. He's stacked up over there by Leisure, Shoemaker, Demmerling. So third down, and well, they're going to take a look at it. It's very close to first down. Tough to see from our angle, but it looks to be short. Looks to be just short, but they'll take a look at it here. Yeah, very good fundraiser by the football moms. $5 per person, Sunday, October 1st. And we look at the measurement here, and it is just short. And so if you're interested in that football mom's tour of homes, you can get a ticket from any football mom or on the day of the tour up at Woodsfield Elementary. So third down, less than one. Riddle repositions his backfield. Third and a yard. Dive play. He's stacked up right at the line. He didn't need much. It'll be interesting to see what the spot is now as the official comes in from the far side. And it's very close once again. And from here it looked like he may have gotten the less than, I don't know, it was about less than a foot he needed, so that's about all that he did get. But I believe he may have gotten the first down. A lot of great reaction, a lot of emotion from the Seminole defense. They thought they'd made the play. We'll take a look. It's going to be another very close measurement. They'll stretch the chains, and by the length of the football, it is a first down. So he gained about 2 feet on that play, but he only needed about 1 foot. So it is a first down by Caldwell. So at the 48-yard line, the Redskins in their own territory. Riddle drops. He wants to throw. Once again across the middle, and it's complete. That's Lori. That's another first down for the Redskins. Robinson on the defense, but Lori is cut right in front on just a quick slant pattern, and well thrown ball by Riddle. And it is a first down to the 37-yard line in Seminole territory. Caldwell on the move in this tie game at 7-7. They'll give to Pitts in the backfield. He'll be hit immediately by Yoho and Boer. Maybe a yard on the play. So nice play there by the defensive left side of the line of Yoho and Boer. Second down, 9. Riddle drops. He wants to throw. It's a quick out for Lori. It'll be complete. Robinson will hit him out of bounds. He'll get some help from Kress at the 32-yard line, it appears. A 4-yard, maybe 5-yard pickup. Just a quick out to Lori. Most doubtly setting up that quick out, and they'll with a pump fake and an out and go. 4-yard pickup. The Riddle to Lori pass. 3rd and 5. Ball at the Seminole 32-yard line. Couple big plays coming up here as Caldwell tries to get back ahead on the game. 6:05 remaining in the third period. They'll fake the reverse. Riddle rolling to the right. They'll throw across the middle. Intercepted. The ball's picked off. Number 24, Rob Trigg, made the nice play. The second interception of the year by Robbie Trigg. And the Seminole defense raises up and makes the play. I know after that first game of the season, the Seminoles defense took a lot of heat for giving up so many yards, but you've been able to see steady progress made by the Seminole defensive people in every game thus far. And the big play made by Trigg, and the Seminoles back in possession at their own 34, 35-yard line. Shoemaker, nothing going. He's going to be hit way in the backfield. They tried to counter play. Once again to Shoemaker. absolutely nothing to have, and something you'll not see very often. That's Shoemaker getting caught for any loss, but let alone a 7-yard loss back to the 28-yard line. And the young men down there on the Caldwell side of the ball in defense really doing a great job with pursuing the ball and having a lot of people around the play. That's one reason that they've not given up a lot of points this year. So now 2nd down and 17. Wishbone formation. Kress with a fake. He wants to throw. He's got a man downfield, and it's overthrown. Intended for Monroe Geese. The play was there. Monroe was wide open, but just could not make connections. The Kress ball sailing a little bit long. So now it's 3rd down and long. Kind of makes you wonder on 2nd down 17 how a guy could get that open. But he was open, but the connection was not made. So now 3rd down and long. And the Seminoles are unable to take advantage of the trig interception. I formation in the backfield. Kress back, setting up the screen. It's Shoemaker. He's got running room. He's to the 40. He's to the 50. He's still on his feet to the 40. He's to 35. He's still on his feet. He's to the 14-yard line. Luke Shoemaker. And there they are again, Dale, right behind that pole. But take our word for it, fans, on that 3rd and 17, the screen pass well set to Shoemaker, a couple blocks at the point of attack, and then Shoemaker out in the open, and then just not able to go any further, but a pickup of 58 yards. Shoemaker to Kress, 58 yards. The Seminoles in business once again at the 14-yard line. And the big play is definitely going the Seminoles' way thus far in the first few minutes of the 3rd quarter. I formation in the backfield, slot left. Kress option, pitch to Robinson. He'll be inside the 10-yard line. We'll see exactly where they mark that. It looks like they'll mark Dustin down at around the 8-yard line. About a 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4. Just inside 4 minutes remaining. 3rd period of play. The power formation in the backfield. Shoemaker with the carry off the left side. He'll get a couple of yards near the 6. They'll put Shoemaker down near the 7-yard line. 3rd down and around 2 yards, call it 3. Need to get down near the 4-yard line for the first down. The 3 yards to go in this 3rd down play. Again, power formation in the backfield. They'll give fake to Shoemaker. Kress around the side. He's going to cruise into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Kress and the Seminoles with a pair of 3rd quarter touchdowns. With 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter are on the board again and lead 13-7. Much better. And that's a great call there. You ran Shoemaker into the line many times. The fake to Shoemaker. I believe we still call that power left keep. And Kress used the speed to get outside because you know they're looking for Shoemaker. And into the end zone, I believe is Joe's 2nd touchdown rushing this year. He'll try the point after. And they'll fake, they'll throw, and wide open. 2-point conversion. That is Leisure. Oh, is that a big play? Jason Ledwig will complete the pass to Keith Leisure off the fake extra point kick. Ledwig to Leisure, the 2-point conversion, and a 15-7 Seminole lead. Not something you've seen out of Coach Circosta a lot over the years. The fake out of the kick formation. They'll run the fake out of the muddle huddle and that, but the fake out of the kick formation, not a lot. A big play right there. Leisure released. Nobody was there. And what that does is give you that 8-point lead. And even if Caldwell scores again, That forces him to go for 2, and anything can happen. Of course, it makes it a lot easier. Right, the extra point has been big. And you said you couldn't comment on football. The extra point has been big the last 2 weeks. We have seen 1-point Seminole leads the last 2 weeks and stand up due to missed conversions. A missed kick, the Shadyside game, a missed 2-point conversion by Tulsa. And now that 8-point lead is very big. And what you hope is after the Trigg interception and the big 3rd down crest to Shoemaker completion, and maybe you've taken the wind out of the Caldwell sails just a little bit here. 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter, 15-7, Monroe Central in the lead. And Crest will kick off. I'd say Shoemaker probably needs a little breather. The ball along the ground is still loose and will be picked up and still loose. And we'll wait for the signal. And Caldwell ball. And once again, I think the pole is right in the way, but the Seminole sideline down there, Coach DaCosta and several people very upset with the call because when it came up from the pile, Eric Kramer had the football. But it did look like the Caldwell player did initially get on the ball, and they call it dead. And Caldwell will have the ball at the 27-yard line. And that was right behind the pole, I think, Dale, so I'm sure we didn't get a very good look at that on the picture. There's only 2 small places on the field that we can't cover, and all the action has been in that spot behind the poles. Okay, Coach DaCosta still not real happy with the explanation he got from the official, but it is Caldwell's ball at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Boy, that was so close to being a big turnover. This will be Hessen. He'll get to the outside. He'll use his speed, and he may be gone. And we have a flag down. We have a flag on the play. So let's wait and see what we've got. Brad Hessen has just went 74 yards for a touchdown. And the penalty is against Caldwell. Let's see if we got that straight. The touchdown will stand. 74 yards. A touchdown. As an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Caldwell after the touchdown. So let's see that we get all this sorted out. But the touchdown is on the board. And Coach Corey Perkins getting explanation from the official on the far side. And anybody care to contribute a possibility to that? I'm open for suggestions. Anybody have a suggestion? But the flag was well behind the play. Possibly Caldwell players on the field before the play was over. You know, a little extra celebration. It obviously was not a blocking penalty. But what that's going to do is a 15-yard penalty will take the ball back to the 18-yard line. And Caldwell now with a crucial 2-point conversion, trailing by 2, will be forced to go for that 2 from the 18-yard line. So I don't know if we can get an explanation there or not. Maybe here but on a break before the kickoff, maybe I can get an explanation from somebody here. But an unsportsmanlike conduct call, but what prompted the flag? We're not sure, but we'll take it. Caldwell will now go for 2 to try to tie this game from the 18-yard line. 74-yard run by Hessen. Riddle will throw. He'll throw it up to the end zone, and the ball is tipped and caught. The ball is tipped and caught over there by number 19, Jed Lorai. Just throw the ball up in the air. Let Lorai, with his athletic ability, go up and make the play. It is good. So with 2:30 on the clock, we have a 15-all game. No. Just as long as it takes a sprinter, Hessen, to go 74 yards for a touchdown, the game is now tied. A lot happening there in a very short period of time. if you back up a step and say, if the Seminoles kick the point to go up 14-7, then Caldwell probably kicks the point to tie the game at 14. But we are at 15-all, and I'm not real sure if they didn't run some time off the clock during that extra point try. I thought there was 2:36 on the clock, and now there's 2:30. But Anna will now kick off in this tie game. It's a high, long kick. Robinson will take the ball in the 10. He'll get to the right side. He'll break through and get across the 30. And we'll see where they place him down, about the 32-yard line. And after kind of a ho-hum, 7-0 Caldwell first half with not a lot going on, the third quarter has become very explosive with 3 touchdowns on the board. So the Seminoles will take over now at their own 33-yard line with the clock running. We'll see if the Seminoles can answer that momentum breaker by Caldwell with a score of their own. Shoemaker, right side, big hole near midfield. Pickup of some 17 yards on the play. We have a timeout as we have a Seminole down on the field. Chad Yoho making his way off the field under his own power, but the injury once again appears to be to Yoho's right shoulder. That's a problem he has had at different times during the season. And Dr. Snyder down there again traveling with the team for the second week. And like we told Coach here during the week at school, just because we have a doctor now, we don't have to give him a lot of business on Friday nights. But it sure is good to have somebody to look at the injuries down there. Yoho over to the side, and again, it appears to be the right shoulder. Chad did have an injury to that shoulder during baseball season last spring. It looks like a power I formation, and Weddle will get the ball, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. And he never will completely go down, but he'll be stopped by, looks like 89 Moore and a couple others there. Riddle maybe up from his linebacker post also to make the tackle. Try to catch Caldwell a little bit off guard there with the other running back with the carry, but the Redskin defense was not fooled at all. Weddle will be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Kress back. He wants to throw. He'll now scramble, try to get outside and be unable to do so. He'll be brought down and near the line of scrimmage by Riddle up to make the play. Nathan Riddle on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 10. Kress again with no one to throw to. Have to force to pull the ball down and try to run. Brought down there as he got to the line of scrimmage. Last week we saw Joe break loose some tackles and pick up some nice yardage running the ball. Slot formation to the left with the backs in the eye. And Kress wants to throw again. He's getting some pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Number 63, Isaac Antle. Isaac Antle will throw Kress for a loss back at the 37-yard line. A loss of some 12 yards on the play. And this shift of momentum may be back to Caldwell as the time is running down here in the third period, and the clock will run out before the Seminoles can punt. We have reached the end of the third period, and this one's everything we thought it would be. After 3, Monroe Central 15, Caldwell 15.
S-O-L-E-S, move! Let's go!
Just like the Monroe Central Seminoles, you can be a winner at Loveday Motors.
Win big with Loveday's large selection of new or used cars, trucks, and vans. Win big with service after the sale. Loveday's in Woodsfield takes pride in their community and in their dedication to serving you.
Be a winner at Loveday Motors.
You already know that Woodsfield Ashland has 100% pure gasoline along with kerosene and diesel fuel. And you know about Kirk's homemade ice cream available in more than 27 flavors. And about their great pizza. Call ahead at 472-1745 to order your pizza to eat before or after the game. But did you know that Ashland's the place for fantastic hamburgers cooked in just 45 seconds? Now that's fast food. And for dessert, top it off with Southern shaved ice in lots of flavors. For ice cream, pizza, hamburgers, or Southern snow, go to the Ashland right now. They're open till 11:30 Monday through Saturday until 10 on Sunday.
We're back for the fourth period of play. Once again, we expected a great ball game tonight, and the fans in attendance on Friday night at Caldwell sure not disappointed. 15-15, 3 touchdowns on the board combined for the two teams in the third period of play. So the first play of the fourth period will be a punt by the Seminoles on 4th and 21. And we have a delay. Unfortunately, as you look at the schedule, I can't see that happening for a while. And this definitely is not going to be it as we're in the fourth quarter. Definitely anybody's game, tied at 15. Kramer, the punt. His kick is very short and high. And he'll get a little bit of a roll. And not much of a roll as Kramer will down his own punt at the 42-yard line. And only about 20 yards net on that. And good field position by Caldwell. And the last time they were on offense, we saw Brad Hessen go 74 yards for a touchdown. And then Riddle complete an 18-yard completion for a 2-point conversion to Lori. So Caldwell in excellent field position in this tie game. Baxton and I. They'll give to Hessen again. Outside, he's going to break another tackle and be knocked out of bounds over there by Kress on the far side. He'll be out of bounds right around the midfield mark. It'll be the 49-yard line in Seminole territory. It'll be short of the first down. Well, the officials will measure. This appears to be well short of the first down. It's funny how some weeks there are no measurements. The officials, even the close ones, they signal one way or the other and play on, where some officials, including the officials tonight, have taken a look quite a few times. And we will get a measurement. I think we also may have a problem to the chain. I think the chain near the line of scrimmage has broken away from the pole. And this will necessitate some repair work. They can hook that back on there and still have the spot there at the 45 so they can get an accurate reading here. Well, the fans started to react there, but the chain not yet in place. So a short delay here while the officials and the head referee will come over here to the near sideline. And I will venture no guess to how we're going to handle this situation. Looks like he's going to step off the yardage from the 40. And now he's going to go back over and step off the yardage on the far sideline so they can get the chain reconnected to the pole at the correct spot. We'll take his word that his steps were the same size on this sideline as they were the far sideline. So as I initially said, it is well short of the first down. That's at least a yard, maybe a little bit more than a yard short. Not real sure why we had to measure that to begin with. A lot of trouble there for a measurement that is no closer than that. Anyway, Caldwell give Hessen a 9-yard pickup on first down. Caldwell will have second down and a yard with the ball in the Seminole territory at the 49-yard line. Let's hope that chain doesn't come off that pole again, and we may be here all night. Things moving along really pretty well. So second down and a yard. Riddle will give to Pitts. He'll slide forward off the pile and have 3 yards to the 46. And that will be a first down. No measurement needed for Caldwell. And Caldwell on the offensive drive and his tie ball game with 11:40 left. A lot of activity going on here. We've only played 25 seconds of the fourth quarter. Riddle will fake. He'll keep. He'll be hit over there by Brewer, the defensive end on the far left side. Brewer makes the play, and that'll be a 2-yard loss. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for Jamie Brewer. Second down, 12. Not sure if that was to be an option or a keeper by Caldwell, but Brewer right there hitting the quarterback immediately for a 2-yard loss. Second and 12. Riddle will pitch. This is Hessen again. He's going to be met and brought down. Kramer with a big hit right there. Hessen will be back near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down and 11 to go for Caldwell. Good job there holding the play up, not letting Hessen outside to show that blazing speed again. Eric Kramer up from his secondary position with a big hit and making the play. Line of scrimmage is the Seminole 47, third and 11. Big play right here for the Seminoles in this tie game with about 10 minutes remaining. Fake the pitch. Riddle will throw down the middle and hit incomplete. The intended receiver, number 48, Hessen, and he was hit by Joe Kress. The ball come loose. Good hit by Kress. And that will be fourth down, and the Seminole defense now has made a stand and force a punting situation here by Caldwell, or what appears to be a punting situation by Caldwell. At the 47-yard line, I'm sure Riddle will kick the ball away. Monroe Central will probably not be in very good field position. Robinson is deep. We see Kramer's move up in case. There's some pressure, and almost again. That's a nice punt by Riddle. Robinson will let it hit, and the ball's going to bounce to the side. And what a punt by Nathan Riddle. There was some pressure right on him, and Sam Scott once again had some pressure, but a nice high punt. No choice for Robinson but to get out of the way and hope that it bounced and went to the end zone. It did not. It did not. And the Seminoles will put the ball in play at their own 8-yard line. And field position at different times have been a Caldwell advantage here. This will be about the third time the Seminoles have started a drive from their own 10-yard line or less. So 9:53 left. And Shoemaker in the opening. He's out across the 30. He's the 40. He's in running room. It's a foot race. Shoemaker. The field is clean. No flags. 92 yards. Luke Shoemaker. Touchdown. Seminoles regain the lead. I don't want to make Luke mad at me or anything, but Luke is not a sprinter. Yeah, he's not the fastest guy going, but right there, he had people right on his heels, and he was not going to be caught. He turned into a sprinter and just outran everybody. 92 yards. What an explosive game we've had thus far. Caldwell scoring a little while ago on a 74-yard run. Shoemaker comes back with a 92-yarder. A lot of big plays. The bottom line, Seminoles back on top. 21-15, extra point upcoming. Kress, we'll see. We faked last time. The snap is low. The kick is down. And right through there with plenty to spare. Joe Kress is 2 for 2 kicking. So with 9:38 remaining in this truly outstanding football game. The Seminoles lead 22-15. Coming into the game, I think kind of thought this could be a wide open offensive game. The first half, defensive struggle back and forth. Field position was a key. 7-0 Caldwell lead. Now we've played just barely a quarter and a quarter plus 2.5 minutes. And, you know, we've had 4 touchdowns scored. Unofficially, that long touchdown run will give Shoemaker 235 yards rushing, along with his 58-yard reception. That's 285 total yards by Shoemaker alone. And we've needed every one of them, and probably going to need some more from Shoemaker or Robinson or someone before this one's over. Lots of time left. The kick by Kress is on the ground. It's bobbled, and number 41 picks the ball up. That's Mike Harper, one of the upbacks. He'll go to his knee about the 36-yard line. And I would say it's intentional kicking the ball on the ground there, trying not to let the quick backs, especially Brad Hessen, get his hands on the ball where he can do something with it. So Caldwell back on the offense at their own 36 with a 7-point Monroe Central lead. Riddle will hand off to Hessen, and he'll have nothing off his right side. Numbers are hard to make out, but it looks like Weddle gets up off the pile along with Scott. A yard for Hessen on the play. You know, if we have any fans out there that now through 4 weeks are not coming to the games and just going to watch our replay, and we're glad that you watch our replays, but I'll tell you what, you'll come out and watch this team. A lot of excitement so far. Riddle to throw. He'll try to set up a screen, and it's intercepted. And it's the 43-yard line, and some guy with number 44 made the play there. That'll be Luke Shoemaker once again. But a little bit of pressure forcing Riddle to throw the ball off his back foot, and the ball really didn't go where he wanted. Shoemaker making his second interception of the season, and the Seminoles now in business at the Caldwell 43-yard line. His last 3 throws? Last 3 throws by Caldwell have resulted in 2 interceptions and an incompletion. Kress will try to run the option. He'll pitch to Robinson, and nothing there, and he'll be brought down for a loss of a couple yards. Not a lot to do right there. Fine job by Caldwell, defensive left end and defensive left side of their line, stringing that play out. Really nothing for Kress to do and nothing for Robinson to do after he received the pitch. Loss of 2 back to the 45. Now with a 7-point Seminole lead, the clock becoming a key factor now as we have just moved inside of 8 minutes remaining in the game. 2nd down and 12. Denny Benninger among the tacklers on that last play. Shoemaker right up the middle. He'll be hit and get back past the original line of scrimmage to around the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40 to 41. 3rd down and 8.
How many carries?
3rd down and 8, 7:20, clock running. We'll see what happens here. That was Shoemaker's 19th carry, gives him around 260 yards. 240 yards, I'm sorry, 240 yards. This will be Robinson. He'll be on his feet, great effort. He may have the first down. Dustin Robinson behind his left line, the left side of his offensive line. They'll mark him down at the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, 1st down, Monroe Central. Great effort by Dustin Robinson. Off the left side of that line, that formation, Leisure will be the one end, along with Hannes and Boer. And give those young men some credit over there for opening up some holes on that play. to get the Robinson through there for the first down. And a big first down it is. The clock now running after a change of footballs with 7 minutes remaining, 1st and 10 Seminoles. Shoemaker on the counter play to the left side. He'll have 4 yards to the 26 before he's hit and driven back. Whole bunch of tacklers there. I see number 89, Moore, who has been in on many, many plays for Caldwell, among the tacklers for the Redskins. 4-yard pickup, 2nd down, 6 from the 26-yard line. Very important to get some points, but if not any points, to get some first downs and take a lot of time off the clock here. Exclusively on the ground. A fake to Shoemaker. Crest will keep. Get outside. We got a flag down behind the play. Crest is going to be down to the 5-yard line and be driven out of bounds, but we have a flag down. And that undoubtedly will be a holding call, and it is a holding call on Monroe Central. So that will cancel out a fine effort by Joe Crest, and he had a first down at the 5-yard line, but that's going to come back, and a 10-yard step off from the spot of the foul is going to take the ball back to the 32-yard line for a holding. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which was downfield, will bring the ball back to the 32 for 2nd down and 12. 2nd and 12. And you hate to see a big penalty like that, cancel out a big run, especially in a game like this. Shoemaker wants to throw. He's going to throw it deep downfield. A lot of contact down there and incomplete. About 3 people had a chance for the ball down there. Number 13 for Caldwell is Pitts. Number 19 is Lori. The intended receiver was Robinson. All had a chance for the ball, but none of them come up with that. So now 3rd and 12. The ball really hung up in the air a long time to give everybody a chance for it, but nobody could come up with the play. But when you pitch the Shoemaker, undoubtedly everybody's going to start coming up. But a pretty good job there by the defensive secondary, by the safety Pitts and the cornerback Lori to not let Robinson downfield. I formation, slot left, Lazier split out to the left on 3rd and 12. Crest straight back, wants to throw. He throws for Shoemaker. And he's going to be hit and brought down in the backfield. Number 58, Denny Benninger on a nice play. Shoemaker will lose 3 yards on the reception at the 35-yard line. And that'll be 3rd down and 15. 4th down and 15. And it looks like the Seminoles will punt the ball away. Not wanting to take a gamble here on 4th and long and maybe turn the ball over to Caldwell in decent field position. So Kramer will go back to punt. And he'll try to knock the ball down inside the 10 or maybe out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. The punter, and it's going to go into the end zone. The punter was Lazier, number Keith Lazier, and the ball just hits past the end line and bounced back, but it did hit in the end zone and bounce back, and that is a touchback. The punter was Lazier, I believe, on that play, and just within about a yard of knocking that ball down, and great field position. So Caldwell, trailing by 7, will put the ball in play at their own 20-yard line with 4:59 remaining. Defensively, Kramer a little limps to the sideline. Ledwig will replace him, and Yoho is out, and John Shoemaker replacing him as Chad has not been back in the game. And they'll give the ball to Pitts, and he'll cut through across his 25 to the 29-yard line. 9-yard pickup for number 13, Nathan Pitts. We'll keep an eye on the time remaining. We're now at 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. Monroe Central leading by 7 points, 22-15. pits the ball carrier. He's across the 30-yard line, and that will be a Caldwell first down. Weddle on the tackle. And for the third week in a row, we're going right to the wire with another great high school football game. Two outstanding teams, both I'm sure are going to go on to have a great season. I mean, it's been a dandy here as we're near 4 minutes remaining in the game. Riddle drops back. He wants to throw the quick out to Lori. It's complete, and he'll be brought down immediately after a short pickup. Ledwig and I believe Trigg on the tackle after a 4-yard pickup. And he was out of bounds, so the clock is stopped with 3:56 remaining. But I keep waiting for them to do a little pump fake from the backfield and send Lori deep. The Seminoles have done a fine job defending Lori on that quick out so far this evening. 2nd down and 6. They'll give the ball to the running back. That's Hessen. He's going to be brought down the backfield by Sam Scott. Number 40, Sam Scott zeroed through a hole and made the play right there for a loss on the play. Back to the loss of a yard. Back to the 33. 3rd and 7. And a big play right there by Sam Scott from his nose guard position. Seminoles down a 4-man front with an extra defender in the secondary. Hessen back, he wants to throw. He's getting some pressure, he throws it out and incomplete. He tried to throw a quick out over there to Hessen. And I'm not too sure if Mr. Hessen didn't see number 10, Jason Ledwig, coming up right there. Maybe take his eye off the ball a little bit quick. Ledwig was right there to make the play. If need be, the ball incomplete. 4th down and 7. And we'll see what Caldwell decides to do. Only 3:15 left in the game, trailing by 7. And Caldwell will line it up, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And if they're to have a chance, it may all ride on this play right here. 4th and 7. Riddle back. He wants to throw. He's going across the middle, complete. Number 89, Justin Moore. And it is a first down for Caldwell. And that's at least the 3rd time tonight we've seen the tight end, Justin Moore, come off the line and make a big reception in the middle of the field. Once earlier for a touchdown. And now keep the Caldwell drive alive with 3 minutes remaining. They're at their own 48-yard line. Big throw, big catch, and Caldwell has a first down. 3 receivers to the right, 1 back. Riddle to throw. He's going to throw short and incomplete. Intended receiver was Lori. Trigg was the defender. 2nd down and 10. 2:46 remaining. With this little time left in this situation, Caldwell will probably go almost exclusively to the air. They've already put the ball up, I'd say more than 19 times they've put it up thus far this evening, and a few more to follow. 2nd down and 10. They'll go to a more conventional set with a wide receiver right and a wide receiver left. They'll fake a pitch. Riddle wants to throw. He's got some pressure. He's going to be brought down across midfield. Number 64, John Shoemaker on the tackle. He'll have a pickup of around 3 yards on the play. 3rd down from the Seminole 48. Clock still running. 2:20 remaining. Again, wide receiver right and left. 2 backs in the backfield. Riddle dropping, he'll throw. Across the middle and broken up. Intended for number 19, Lori. Knocked down by, I believe, Shoemaker. A lot of people right there around the intended receiver, Lori. That's going to bring up another big 4th down play. The Cardiac Kids, these young Seminoles. 4th down and 7. Fake, Riddle wants to throw. He has time. He's going to now scramble and get the first down, I believe, down near the 40-yard line. Yes, he does. Riddle had no one to throw to. Scrambling to the right, he was able to get it upfield and good enough yardage for the first down at the Seminole 39-yard line. The second big 4th down conversion by the Caldwell Redskins on this drive. And a very fine play right there by the quarterback, Riddle. He also was able to get out of bounds with 1:54 remaining. First down, Caldwell. Riddle to throw. Quick out for Lori and incomplete. He was bobbling the ball as he was hit by Robinson on the far sideline. The ball was incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 1:49 remaining. Well, Joe, you think anybody's went to McDonald's yet? We also see number 77, Chris Demmerling, off the field now, appears to have an injury. So the Seminoles with 2 regulars off the defensive line out as they have a big stand against Caldwell. Riddle once again to throw. He has some pressure and almost intercepted. Robbie Trigg within just an eyelash, just 6 points right there. Some good pressure on the quarterback. Looked like Sam Scott had some good pressure on Riddle right there. Trigg up and had the hand on the ball, unable to make the play, but an incomplete pass, 3rd and 10 with 1:45 left. Big play after big play. Riddle to throw again. He's going deep. There's that out and up, and it's overthrown. Intended over here for number 32, Tom Miller. Robinson and Kress on the defense for Monroe Central. 1:40 remaining. There was that little out and up that we talked about earlier. We kind of thought it would go to Lori on the far side, but they came to Miller over here. So it'll be 4th and 10 for Caldwell, and they will spend one of their remaining 3 timeouts. Coach Corey Perkins out to talk to his offense for Caldwell. Coach Pat Singleton out to talk to his defense for the Seminoles. Still a lot to happen in this game. We might want to mention that the Seminoles are back home next Friday night. The Fort Fry Cadets will be in town. Fort Fry 2-1 going into the game this weekend. So once again, I would not anticipate a breather next week. A very typical Fort Fry team. A very tough defensive ball club against the run. And they always come to play and always come to hit. And it should be another fine ball game. But a lot of work left to be done here with just 1:40 left. And the Seminoles defense will have to rise to the occasion again as Caldwell will have their 3rd, 4th down situation of this drive. They have obviously converted the other 2. So the coaches back to the respective sidelines. 4th and 10. Here we go. A fake, Riddle back to throw. He's going deep down the middle, and the ball is intercepted. Joe Kress. He'll go down across the 30-yard line to 32. The 3rd interception by the Seminole defensive secondary tonight, and with 1:29 left, the Seminoles will have the ball and a 7-point lead. And with exciting football 3 weeks in a row. Barring a mistake, the Seminoles will be 4-0, and the Caldwell faithful have all in unison have gotten up and they're heading for the exits. You hate to see a team, their fans give up that quickly and start to leave, even though the clock will run down. The Seminoles will run it down. They'll let most of the 25 seconds run off the clock, and with 1:09 left, Monroe Central will spend a timeout. They ran most of the 25 seconds off, and they'll spend a timeout. And I think you can expect to see something in the local newspapers probably between now and October 1st promoting that event with a list of the homes that will be there. I believe I did see something a while back on that, but that's on Sunday, October 1st. Football moms are sponsoring that. Proceeds to many of the fine things that they do in support of the Monroe Central Seminoles. Yes, Monday night reserve game at the field in Woodsfield. Starting time scheduled to be 5 o'clock, even though the starting time on the reserve games is not exactly a precise science. So sometime 5 o'clock or shortly thereafter, they will play that game. Caldwell and Monroe Central in the reserve game. The Seminole reserves are 1-1 this year. They postponed the game last week with Bellsville. Will be played later in the season. And Shoemaker just covering up the ball, and he'll have another first down for Monroe Central at the 45-yard line. 1:03 left. Caldwell has, I believe, 2 timeouts remaining. However, at first down and 10, there'll not be a lot they can do. Check your newspaper and we'll see how close our figures are here, but that is 256 yards rushing for Luke Shoemaker. Brother Roger on those stats, and I'll tell you what, I have more faith in his stats than I do various newspapers who seem to be a little bit off a little bit. But an excellent outing by Shoemaker. Robinson will get a chance to add some more yardage, and he'll break loose and be in the secondary, and Robinson will just go down. And is that an unselfish play right there or not? Dustin Robinson, rather than try to fight and maybe break loose and get a few more yards or get to the end zone, just went to the ground right there and not take a hit so he would not fumble. He had a nice gain on the play, and right now with 30 seconds remaining, all you want to do is maintain possession of the football. The clock will run, and we'll look for Joe Crest to take a knee right here, and the Seminoles will be 4-0 and looking to move up in the computer ratings, of which we would be 6th this week, and we'll move up. And we were 2nd in the OVAC behind Belair, and they'll run a play right there. Shoemaker will get the carry, but time running down, and with 5 seconds left, time is running out, and the Seminoles with a hard-fought 22-15 victory with a big second half effort by the offense with 22 second half points. And what a game. Well, that'll pretty much do it right here. A total by the Seminoles of 348 yards rushing. And anytime you can run the ball for yardage like that, you're going to be in most football games. And an excellent effort against a very good Caldwell defensive team. And the Seminoles, as we said, are 4-0, and they'll be at home next week against the Fort Fry Cadets. So this is Jeff Stevens for Dale Eddy and Joe Palmer and Roger Stevens. Hope to see you in Woodsfield for the Seminoles and the Cadets next week.
John and Steve of Weber's Pharmacy were born and raised in our area and care about you and your family. Over the years, they've served our community with after-hours emergency service, quality products, and competitive prices, friendly staff, and that special hometown touch. With that same spirit of hometown pride, John and Steve wish the Monroe Central Seminole teams and coaching staff good luck for a safe and successful season. Remember Weber's Pharmacy for all your healthcare needs. You're not just a number at Weber's Pharmacy, you're part of the family.
Westcourt Hair Fashion's new in name but the same in advanced high-tech hair care products and services. Westcourt is staffed with 10 highly qualified technicians to serve their clients' different needs. Products sold only in the finest salons include Nexus, Paul Mitchell, Brocado, each with a money-back guarantee. To keep that healthy look all year round, 2 Wolf tanning beds along with the best tanning and skincare products. Call 472-5350 today to get a new you at a new name, Westcourt Hair Fashions. Most of us don't spend a lot of time thinking about septic service until we really need it. Sparky's Septic Service is there when you need them with liquid waste removal, septic tank cleaning, or portable toilets. Sparky serves Eastern Ohio and the Northern Panhandle. When you need portable toilets for special events, call them at 472-0525. Remember their motto, in our business, a flush beats a full house.